We have a box! Okay, let's take a look.
This video is kindly sponsored by PCBWay. Thank you, PCBWay. Thanks again to PCBWay for sponsoring this video. If you need any PCBs, pre-assembled PCBs or 3D printing, please use the link in the description below.
Let's pull it down, and I think there's stuff up here, so let's not put it down, let's just grab stuff. So here's our first thing we have. That is, oh, it's an Apple keyboard. And it's not one, but two Apple keyboarders. Keyboarderics. Nice. No idea if they work. No idea if they are corroded, because batteries go in here, and they're a bit dirty, but
they surely look cool.
Okay-ish. Nice.
Pretty yellow, but that's all.
Put that to the side. There's more. What do we have here? We have what appears to be kind of an Apple pencil. Not sure if that works. And
a cable.
A cable for a classic iPad, which gives you HDMI and a spot for another cable.
Wow.
There's an adapter from classic iPad to USB mini, micro, whatever the thing. Apple pencil, not sure if it works, but I think we have replacement tips and even a replacement cup or top. And this is actually in a real pencil, so we will try that out on our old iPads. Nice. Problem with these pencils is if the battery is dry, they're dead. Just like that. I had one and used it 2 times or 3 times, put it away, didn't charge it, and yeah, wouldn't come back. For $120, which these cost initially, that's not good. What else do we have? We have this right here. This is some screws. Taking these out. We have a bunch of cables and stuff. What's that? That's classic Apple to USB. These seem to be all, yeah, these are all genuine Apple adapters. So there's an old remote.
Isn't that for a beamer?
No, that's Apple TV 1 or some notebook stuff. I don't know. Oh, we have a composite and S-video to DVI, Apple's specific DVI, seemingly for a Power Mac or G4 or something like this. We have another classic connector to USB and audio, and another classic connector to USB and multiple video audio composite stuff, so you could connect your classic iPad to a TV. Pointless, but we will take it. Next up we have what looks like a Mac Mini, but in reality is a time capsule. So this is, well, this has been Apple's solution for a NAS. You can put your hard drives in here, connect it to the network, and have yourself a network storage.
Can we open it up?
We probably could, but it's not. Ah, okay. So there's the answer. Screws down here. Some are missing. Well, we could use this for another project and put something in here, like a toaster or something. Okay, what else do we have?
Packing material.
Yep, that too. Oh, we have Another time capsule.
But with a different logo, or no, the logo is missing.
These are different.
And this one is smaller.
Yeah. And different.
It's like if they took the Mac Mini and bam, just hit it once and it was flat.
Oh no, this is not a time capsule. This is an Airport Extreme base station. So this is kind of a router.
Gesundheit.
Let's put that there. So someone had the whole Apple ecosystem at some point, it seems. But the main thing why I bought all this for $50 plus shipping is
Another time capsule?
I have to put it down. This and
The notebook without the logo?
this.
That seems like a bit of scam if you ask me. The logo missing.
There are logos, they light up.
Oh.
So we have two iBook G4s, and these are in, wow, really nice condition, except for the broken keys here or dirt or whatever that is, and the yellowing on just a few of the parts here. Not sure if they work. Doesn't seem so.
What is this key or this key, or are those just space holders?
Yes, the space holders and keeping in the keyboard, because you could just flip these down and pull the keyboard up.
And
There's a space key.
yeah, I know.
You can go to space with this.
Yeah, that would make space travel way easier.
So I have no charger for this, it seems. Or was there one? No. That's not good, because I have no idea what these take. It says rated 24.5 volts. This one even has a CD or DVD drive. Let's check this out.
It's a little smaller. Dude.
Takes the same charger,
But it's smaller.
but it's smaller.
But
But
it
it-
has the same CD.
Yeah,
or
it's the same
DVD.
generation. So
Are you
this is
sure?
an iBook G4 2.
But
This
all
is
the keys yellow.
much yellower.
Looks
rarer.
like cheddar on the camera.
And it's a bit very dirty, broken parts, melted parts. Yeah, that's not in great condition. I think they're broken here.
Yeah.
But the hinges are good, which is a plus. And there's stuff inside here, so I would really like to see these work. And oh, the CD drive looks a bit
Yeah, a little squished.
squished.
Like an hydraulic press.
Might still work, but maybe it doesn't.
How old are these things?
They are around the 2000s, so 20 to 25 years, I would think. Maybe older.
So that was before the MacBook.
Yeah, these are technically MacBooks, but not the MacBook that you know, the aluminum
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, so it's like, feels like with the iPad and the Newton thing there, which was the thing before the iPad, right?
Yeah, the Newton was way before the iPad in the 90s, and this is more like after the Newton, I think. Okay, so let's quickly go and let's check out PCBWay.com, the sponsor of today's video. And I quickly wanted to show you how to actually order stuff here. If you're not already registered, just register. If you are already a member, just sign in. And if you are signed in, you can see right here's your dashboard, and you can see what the status of your orders is right now. And let's go to PCBWay projects and let's check out if we can find something that's interesting to order. So we go to shared projects and let's search for, let's say I'm working on an Amiga. Let's see what kind of Amiga projects we have here. So this is interesting. This is an Amiga RGB SCART breakout board, so that you can just use this board right here and put it in your SCART connector. Yeah, let's go and let's order this. So you can see the description here. This is a project. And to add this to your cart or to order this, you just click on Add to Cart. And then you get this screen, and this might be overwhelming at first, but it's pretty straightforward. So you can see here's a price. And the first thing I always do is I set my country here. Since I'm not in America but in Germany, I go and I select Germany. And you can see all the shipping costs here. 24-hour production is $5 for 5 of these. So what I do next is I check how many I can get for $5, because that varies based on the size of the PCB. So if you go here, you can see here's 5 and 10. Let's try 10. And you see 10 is still 5. And if we try, let's say 15, yeah, 15 goes up. So I always order the maximum that is possible for $5. So check this, because you can get more. Since we are using one of the projects, it's pretty easy, because we just have to select the amount and everything else is already set. You just go Save to Cart. You agree to whatever there appears, because it's custom regulations. And then you're here. And now you can see, let me see, it's subject to audit here. And that means that now someone on the PCBWay.com side of things is going and reviewing this PCB. So if it's possible to produce it, if there's anything obviously wrong with it, stuff like that. And until then you can't order actually. You have to wait for this audit to go through, and you get a mail then, and then you can order and pay. So that's what happens, and you get the mail, and then you click proceed to checkout, off you go, and you receive a package with the produced PCBs.
So I did open up the bigger of the Macs. It's a few days later, and it was a real pain to get in here. You can see all the screws that are on this here, different sizes and stuff, and yeah, pretty struggle. Problem is, if I want to build a PSU for this, I have to use this kind of plug, which is, as far as I know, not obtainable. So the thing you can do is you use one of these 2.5 millimeter plugs, not a 3.5, 2.5. And this needs 24 volts. And I have my power supply here where I can just set the voltage. So we will put this to 24 in a minute, and that is the max this can go. And I put a plug here so that I can connect this to here. And I have this here, I had to order this. And you have to have, let me show you, you have to have 24 volts on the inner pin, so the one that's closest to the hull here. That has to be plus 24. The middle pin is ground, and the top pin is not connected. Can you see that? So this is 24 volts, ground, and not connected. And I did that. I made that, tested it not yet, so we are going to test together. Not sure if it really works, because it's pretty loose in here, so yeah, there's nothing to grab on, but that would be the shielding part around here. So yeah, let's go and let's test this out. I'm not going to close the whole thing, because that's, as I said, really a struggle. You have to use one of these things here to clip around these things, and it's really hard. So let's put that like that. Open it up. I did clean it a bit. Not much, just so that I don't get diseases if I touch it. Let me maybe put that to the side without losing all of the screws. So I didn't plug in the battery, so I hope it does work without it. Don't know. Making a scratchy noise. That's just the plastic. Okay, let's explore this together. Maybe I should set it to 24 volts first. Let's see. So we go to the max voltage, which is, yeah, spot on. I don't know if you can see that, 24 volts. Good. Pull it out, because that's what you should always do. And wait a second for it to unload, and then let's plug this in. So this is plugged into this, and if I connect the power it should have power or explode. I don't know. Let's find out together right now. Okay, no explosion. That's good, I think. PSU is working, so no shorts. Oh! Wow! That actually worked. I did not think that would work. And even the screen comes on. Yeah, there's, you can't see that. There's the Apple logo. Very faint. But it's there and it seems to be booting. That's crazy. Tja. Okay, that's not bad. And there we are in macOS 10. Try to hold it like this. Even the touchpad seems to work. Okay, make notes. No network, yeah, that's okay. Internet surfing. Someone actually installed a Spotify looking thing on here. There's no programs. Ah, okay, there are the programs. It's just the bar is hidden. Okay, so that seems to be pretty standard macOS 10 from Linus, whoever Linus is. Check this back. So it's a PowerPC G4 1.42 gigahertz, 1 gig of RAM. More info. Yeah, more info. Hello. Anyone? Bueller? No. Okay, so not giving me more info. That's a shame. So this Mac just seems to work. And let me put this back together and then we go and take a closer look. Okay, so I did clean the machine, did put it back together. The only problems with this machine on the outside are these broken parts here. It's hard to see. It's on both sides, and yeah, that's because you have to really crack it open. Also cleaned it on the inside as good as I could. Looks much better now. Can even touch it without getting diseases. I don't have the proper cable to actually connect it to a VGA monitor, so we are still stuck with this display. But I did make a bit of room and I can just put it flat on here now. I grabbed a CD to test if this thing actually works. So let's plug it in and let's see what it does. Let's make sure that this is still 24 volts. Yeah, 30. Yeah, that's correct. Let's pull that here so that we really have only just the cable. Plug this in, start this. Yeah, it's going up. Let's put this like this here. Might take a moment. Yeah, there's the Apple logo, and I can see it on my monitor screen here, but I can't see it on this screen. Maybe I'll switch off the light. Yeah, that's much better. So it seems that the battery is still not great. It's pretty hard to use this here. Battery is dead, so I will have to open this up again. But what I wanted to check is, does it take a disk? Let's see. Oh. Took the disk. Spinning up. And there's our disk. Nice. See if I can. Ah, okay. It's opening up in iTunes. Yeah, works. Nice. Okay, will it come out? Let's see. If I take this and put this in the trash can, does it eject? Watch it. Ah, that works. Nice. Okay, so I consider this machine working. So this is, if I'm not mistaken, the later model of this and the more powerful. Perion, no idea what that is. And this is the model which had Wi-Fi. They called that AirPod Extreme back in the day. And you can see up here, not sure which, it can even see the networks I have, or around me at least. Yeah, so that machine works. Let's try the other one. Since I have a cable now, I can just plug it in and see what it does. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. That's good. I paid 557 euros including shipping for all the stuff. So that's about a 50 to 60 euro machine. Maybe it's 100. So that was a good deal, if even this works. So I got my money back. Okay, here is the second Mac iBook G4, and you can see I put them on top of each other. This is a 12-inch. This should be this 13 or 14-inch. I guess it's more like 13-inch. Yeah, we did try the 13 or 14-inch one. Now let's go and let's try this one here. And this one is in much worse shape. It's cracked all over the place here. Here. Keys are smashed. This is burned and molten. It's very dirty. Yeah, there's a foot missing. Other than that, oh, that's bent. Yeah, no idea what happened here. From the I/O perspective, these are pretty much the same, I would say. It's just that this is a bit smaller. So let's plug it in and let's see what it does. Wait, let's first plug it in here, because I don't trust my cable. And let's then go and plug that in. Let's see. Can't even push the button in, so no, nothing is happening here. I already said it's a real pain to open these up, so I think this will be the topic of a future repair video if I want to, but it's so dirty and so cracked it almost doesn't make sense to repair this, I think. Won't even stay closed. I think I will pass this on eBay as untested. Little joke. Of course I will say it's broken. Yeah, it's also broken here. So this is a pure parts machine, if there are any parts in there that actually work. Okay, so that leaves me with my 14 or 13-inch MacBook for now. We have two keyboards. The other one I already tested. This one I didn't. This is also very filthy. As you can see on the sides of the keys. Ugh, yuck. There are actually batteries in here. I would assume this works. Let's see. Should have an LED that, oh yeah, there's the LED. You see it, very faint, blinking. So that might actually also work. It's just very dirty.
So these go for, I guess, 25 euros or something on eBay. So that's another 50 of value. Then we have, or had, this Apple Pencil here, which didn't have a one of the tips. I had a replacement tip because I have another Apple Pencil here. And I tried this and it gave me 3% battery, so I could actually pair it with my iPad, my old one, but yeah, didn't charge. So no matter how long you leave it on, it doesn't charge. So the battery is dead or flat, or the charger is dead, and you cannot open these without destroying them. So yeah, that's that. That's my second Apple Pencil, which I still have in the box. This also has the cap on top and the charging stuff. So that's also eBay stuff now. Then we have this router, this AirPod Express. Is it an AirPod Express? I think it is. Yeah, it doesn't say here. Yeah, that's just a Wi-Fi router, or a router in general. You can plug your DSL in here and have 3 Ethernet connections, 1 USB connection to connect a drive or something for small agencies and stuff like that. This was the solution. They just put on the drive here and had their mini NAS, so to say. Yeah, not much to do with this because it's outdated, and I don't think I would want to run this since there are no security updates and such. It's just a nice case, and it has some blemishes here, but cleaned up pretty nicely. Did clean it. So yeah, that's nice. But it's just a case. So maybe to put in a Raspberry Pi and create some kind of Mac Mini-ish machine, yeah, that could work. Already have the cutout for USB ports and Ethernet, so why not? And last but not least, we have this time capsule. I think it's a time capsule. Yeah. Try to clean it. These blemishes are deeper cuts, so no luck there. You can use magic eraser, but then it doesn't shine anymore. It's like if you polish a PS5, it just looks shitty. If you take this off, you can see there are only 2 screws here and here. You can open this up quickly. Open this up like this. And that's what this looks like from the inside. There's a very dusty fan. We have PSU because you plug in mains power here. So there's a PSU which should give 5 and 12 volts for the drives. So drive power comes directly from the PSU. And we have the SATA cable. Not much to see here. Put in your drive here, up to 3.5 inch drive. Seems like that's what was in here. Mechanical hard drive. And you're good to go. No idea if it works. It should actually connect. I'm not sure. I think it connects to Wi-Fi, and that was the idea behind this, that you have some remote backup storage somewhere. And this time capsule thing is, I think, exactly that. So the hard drive was, I assume, screwed in somewhere here. Here are screw holes which have no screws. You only need these 4 side screws to actually screw this in here. Also not sure to use this since it's in my network then, and I don't want to use devices which are not updated properly and secured. So this might be a case of just another case. It's a nice case. It's a bit, as I said, it's a bit blemished, but that doesn't do much. Even has a fan inside, so you could actually put a Raspberry Pi or even a Mister, 2 parts of the Mister side by side in here, and have a Mac Mister. And no, I'm not going to do a video where I do another case swap from a GameCube to an Amiga 3000 to a Mac time capsule, I guess. No, I don't. Yeah, so that's all the stuff I got, plus some cables which I just tucked away and will put in a bulk auction on eBay this weekend, just to get rid of stuff, because you can't see this, but there's a whole slew of stuff on the side here. Yeah, I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff. I'm just keeping what I'm really attached to, which is what I always try to keep my collection like. But since I do videos, I often buy stuff on eBay just to show them off and then pass them on. And I don't want to do this in the future. I want to use the stuff I have and go more in depth on these things. Yeah, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I see you in the next one.
Thank you for watching Retros in Black. If you liked this video, please like it, give it a thumbs up. If you are interested in content like this, please subscribe and hit this bell icon. I have no idea if it really makes a difference, but you never know. And yeah, it's an algorithm, so I'm not arguing. However, thank you for watching, and I see you on the other side. Cheerio.